Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, yay. I hope everybody had a nice holiday, whatever you celebrate and all that stuff. I had a nice relaxing time. I thought I would talk today because this is something that kind of came up because people have been asking me why I look like I'm about to say something and then I don't. Basically, I'm socially awkward. I think too much, and I'm too open for other people's opinions. I get kind of nervous in situations where I can say stuff, like I want to be included on the conversation, but I just, from my past experiences, high school, middle school, the schooling, the college, even the military life, and just the jobs that I've had, I've I've said things that I wish I wouldn't have, and now I've become in the habit of thinking about things way too much, so I just don't say stuff, and I just kind of, keep to myself. Also, with this being socially awkward, I giggle, laugh a lot, because I guess the anxiety that's going on, it's not controllable for me. There's stuff that I want to say, but there's some people that I'm actually comfortable with, but when you're around, 8 people and you're talking, sometimes the way that I think is that, I take each individual person and it's like I do a checklist in my mind, and I know this sounds weird, but it happens, and I think about why I shouldn't say stuff. And this is not a reflection of anybody else that is around me. No, actually, it's, just my past experiences. I also have the tendency to become rather connected with people on my side. If I'm around somebody and I kind of feel like, there's a connection, I end up vomiting words out of my mouth that I shouldn't. And it's terrible, because then I'm just like an open book. And I've done this so many times in the past, and I try not to. But it's just the way that I'm just set up. I've had so much bad luck in my past that now, since I'm becoming okay with me, when I connect with somebody, or if I feel like I'm connecting with somebody, I tend to take it serious. And I'm not talking like, connecting like connecting. I'm talking about just, communicating and being able to talk on like a level that is understanding. But anyways, yeah, another thing like with the videos is I end up editing a lot, taking a lot out, because I kind of go on my little rants, and some of it I know I shouldn't be saying out loud, so I kind of take away from it. That's why the live streams are kind of good and bad for me. It's a little bit more open to possibilities on there, whereas, I do a video, and then I have to edit it, and then I hear myself, and I'm like, nope, 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 so I start cutting stuff out. But anyways, back on track. I'm like that with real life too, with people in my real life. It doesn't matter the circumstances, and that's another reason why I try to avoid actually going out. Or if, you're invited to do something, what I do is I come up with excuses not to go, because I don't want to have that possibility of me having word diarrhea. That situation where I could completely mess myself over. I think about it way too much. I shouldn't be worried about it, because obviously I'm getting better with who I am and accepting myself. But still, I've lost people in my life just because of the things that I say and the way that I act. And this has another balance, because, with me becoming okay with myself, I've I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm proud of myself for once in my life being myself. But because I had to for so long be somebody that I wasn't, it's really, really hard to let go of that fake personality. It messes with me sometimes because I get worried that I'm still portraying that other person that I'm not. That person doesn't exist. It was just a mask to hide who I really was. And the only thing is, though, is that I was like that. I was lying to myself and, you know, just life in general for so long that it became a part of me and I don't want it to be. This makes it very, very hard for me to relax and be who I really am because I've been shown and taught and told how terrible that would be for me to actually be me. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm starting to let go a little bit more, but also at the same time is that I'm too scared to, because sometimes the words that I say that come out of my mouth sound so bad. I really, really need to set up the rest of this room. I have been kind of slacking on a lot lately. Actually, I haven't really been slacking. I just been waiting for this, you know, holiday thing to be over. Around others and I'm trying to talk, especially if I don't know them or if there's like one or two people that I might not know, I think about my voice too much because I have to talk higher. And it gets really, really hard, especially when you have crippling anxiety that just ruins everything. So not only you in front of other people, but then you're trying to focus on your breathing and your voice and everything that's going on up here. And then, you know, the voice rattles, and then you hear the voice rattle, and then you hear the voice go deeper, and then that gets in your mind, and then you're focused on that instead of focusing on, you know, actually what you're doing and what you're saying. Basically what I'm saying, just to wrap this up really quick, is that it's a cluster, and it is not fun at all. But then again, that's just another thing about me. A lot of people can manage these types of things a lot more. Rather it is personal work, you know, schooling. I've always rushed everything I do. And I think that's another thing about this whole voice, is that, you know, there is a surgery where, you know, they work on the vocal cords, they sew them up or something. Didn't really get all the information about it because I really don't want to do that. But the only thing is, in my mind, I'm like, hey, I'm tired of sounding the way I do, so let's just do the surgery. But the only thing is, though, is you're not guaranteed that you're going to be happy with the voice you get afterwards. And either way, I'm going to have to go through and focus on my voice to raise it and work on it and all that. So why not just avoid the surgery? Because it's not like I want to keep on having surgeries. I am tired of surgeries, and I'm tired of the doctors, and I'm tired of the hospitals, and I'm just, ugh. You know, it's all the fun stuff. I just went completely off track again. So anyways, here's the point. I am socially awkward, and I think about things too much, and I rush things, and, you know, it's all going batty in there. And not only am I not already comfortable with being out in public, but when I'm in situations that I'm not like there's too many outcomes, I think about that, and it's terrible for me. That and, you know, noticing other people's personalities and the unique things about them that make them them. I always find it rather fascinating to like actually watch these things roll out. Like if two people are in a conversation, I kind of like to pay attention to like their body language and the way that they pronounce words, or the way that they just simply act, or where their eyes are going. I enjoy that so much, but when I'm put in a situation and there's me and one other person communicating, it's fine with me because I can stay focused. But when it's like me and two other people or more, I start thinking about, you know, why their hand is doing whatever it is, or if they're looking that way, or you know, if you know, I notice little things and I analyze it too much as I'm talking, so it's like because I'm crazy like that, which I'm sure that's a shock to everybody. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's fine. But I don't. I'm not a person that judges, and I'm not, you know, I don't care about who you are or what you are or where you're from or anything like that. I don't really give a shit about that. To me, I like to hear people's stories and stuff like that. So I get drawn into conversation. But the only thing is, being socially awkward, it makes it hard for me to feel comfortable. And then as I'm talking, I try to come up with something to say that is complementary to what they're talking about. And some of the times, most of the times, whatever, I end up saying something that's completely off sides, and then, you know, not off sides, what's the word that I'm thinking of? That's just awkward. Let's just say awkward. Awkward, yeah, because this thing's about being socially awkward, and that's how it is. And sometimes I can say something that we can swim right by, you know, and have no problem, and be like, yay! You know, conversation keeps on moving. Like, I'll notice it, but I'm like, okay, just let it go. But then there's sometimes where I say something and it completely mind fucks me, because I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? Don't say things like that. Because the way that I think is completely different than most people, because I don't know. But anyways, there it goes again. And it's not that I don't trust people. I know that I have my guard way up, like I just, all the time, because I'm thinking about all the possibilities. But there's just so many possibilities of saying something and it being taken the wrong way, or it interfering with somebody else's thought or the way that they think, or starting an opinion. But anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video because I'm getting out of control right now, and when I start talking about something, it's just so much more I want to talk about, but I end up losing sight of my point because the fact that I'm so passionate about talking about things, and I'm so connected to, you know, the reason why I'm talking about them, and that causes an issue because my wording, another part of me being socially awkward, is awkward. It's my wording is not placed right because I do rush. Just like everything else that I do rush, so I end up getting ahead of my own thoughts, and it just doesn't make sense sometimes, and it's terrible. And I'm gonna end this video because this is not making sense now, because the thing. Alright, so anyways, you know, comment, like, share, subscribe, blah 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 blah, right? Here for the subscription, this little button, and you know, check out this right here, and I will see you next time. Bye.